welcome to Salute Quest. I'm Ed, and today I want to show you the unboxing of one of the games I'm most eager to play. It's This War of Mine, the board game. I'm a huge fan of the video game. I've played this, loved it. It's an amazing video game, an amazing experience. And from what I hear, it's an amazing experience on the tabletop as well. So this is one of the games I'm really eager to open, to crack open, put it on the table and show it to you guys. I think it must be a great experience. I mean, if it's as good as the video game, then it's a stellar one. So yeah, I want to unbox it, show you what's inside. So let me get it and show you a close look of the box. Okay, it follows pretty much, it's the same theme as the game, the same feel, I guess. It's a pretty grim and desolate game. It looks like it brings a huge amount of components. I mean, just looking at these pictures here, I mean, you can already tell it's going to be a big one. It's heavy, so yeah. Let's get it open, see what's inside. Let me turn it around. Okay. So yeah, if you haven't experienced the video game and you have a chance to, I highly recommend it. It's a really good experience. Bear in mind, it's a bit grim, but it's really worth it. It kind of it shows you the darker side of the war, the people who live in war-ravaged countries. It's kind of about it, about survival in a state of war, and it's really good. It's really it's a very human game. I'll put it that way. So here we go. It's here we have the box without the glare, or at least without at least most of it. So I like it. It's pretty loyal to faithful to the look of the video game. So let's get it open. I honestly I don't know if there's any relation between the team who did the video game and the team who did the board game. Honestly, I'm not, I don't know, so. Okay, so, looking at this, okay, this looks like a journal, has that journal look. Looks really cool, the book of scripts. I think this is pretty much the events that you will be facing in the game, so. Stuff that might happen. You see, there's a number. If something directs you to, you just read the entry. That's how you get your story elements in this game. It's pretty thick. I mean, look at it. There's a lot of stuff here. These are I don't know how many. Doesn't have the page number, but yeah, it's pretty big. So there's a lot of stories, a lot of events, a lot of replayability, I guess, to be found. Then there's the actual journal. Okay, during a playthrough, after setup, you will go through a full day and night cycle that is divided into 7 phases as described in the journal. You do not have to know all the rules to begin this experience. The icons, decks, keywords, spaces, attributes, and other elements will be explained as you proceed. That is all. Let us begin. You will learn everything else during the game. Okay, so it's a discovery game, I guess. I think this is to help you set up the game. There's a lot of stuff in this game. Morning, day actions. Okay, so this is kind of like a rule book, although it seems the rule book tells you to just play the game and learn it while playing, and stuff will happen while you play, and you'll learn it that way. Okay, some save sheets here. Okay, save sheet. Okay, if you wanna save your state while playing, if you can't leave your game set up. You have quite a few sheets here to to leave it set up. So there's quite a few. Okay, so it's good for quite a few playthroughs. You probably can get this online as well if you want to print a few more. But awesome, this is really cool to have. Some zip bags, 2 zip bags to store stuff, which we'll probably will need. Okay, and this is a scenario, it seems. Endless night. Using the scenarios, see this entry. Okay, setup changes. Yeah, so this is pretty much a scenario. I don't want to spoil it to you guys. This is another scenario, the last day. Okay, a lot of tokens here. Yep. Okay, cool. I'm not sure if we only get these scenarios, or if there's some other type of replayable setups. Okay, so here we have tokens. So as you see, you know, the grim part of the game I told you about. You have your misery stuff, your wounds token. Sorry, that was my phone. Forgot to take the sound off. So yeah, misery tokens, wound tokens, knife, a guitar, a shovel, moonshine, alcohol, bandages, herbal meds, book. These are all in the video game as well. Cigarettes, yeah, these are all stuff that you can find in the video game as well, and helps you survive the war, survive during the war while you're sheltering inside the house. Raw food, board up. You can board up your house. I'm assuming this is just like the video game. So yeah, pretty much. If you play the video game, the stuff is going to be very familiar. These I don't know what they are for, but yeah, pretty much stuff that you find in the video game. Here as well, same stuff: pistol, hatchet, a broken guitar, broken pistol, more misery, illness, hunger. So yeah, pretty grim stuff. Meds, bandages. Okay. Tokens for chems, for shells, for ammo. In the video game you could craft your own ammo, you could craft your own meds, cook your food. So it was a pretty solid and deep survival game, where you had to manage not only your health, your hunger, but also your mental state, because it's wartime, and things are hard, you know, in wartime, and you have to deal with both the psychological aspect of your characters, their interactions, the psychological aspect between their interactions, and also their interactions with the outside world, because you, at least in the video game, you do interact with the outside world. I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to tell you if you do or don't or not in the board game. But yeah, it seems like a truth, an experience so far. It's faithful to the video game. Okay, some more broken stuff, more tokens here. Coffee. This is also in the video game. Sugar, quite an important. It was quite important in the video game. Lockpicks, some ammo, canned food, weapon parts, electrical parts, vegetables. Okay. Okay, it seems like these are all the tokens. Okay. Now this, I think, is the board. And if you heard this, you can already tell it's not a light one. It seems pretty big, pretty heavy. Okay, let's crack this. Let's get it open. Okay, so there you go. All right, so huge. This is a pretty big board. I can barely fit it on camera, but I think did an okay job at it. So this, yeah, it's pretty much like the house. It's very similar to the house on the video game. the one where your characters are living in, the house where they have to survive. They have to board up, find food, make this your home during wartime. So pretty big board. There's room for decks. Let me get a close up here. Exploration, residence, findings, night raids, an exploration slot here, unknown, discard stuff. There are other things here, findings pile, far distant close. Not sure if these are locations that you might be able to visit, because in the video game you could leave the house, you could explore the surroundings and other locations. More stuff here to place decks, events, objectives, visitors, characters, fittings, fate, narrative actions, furniture, colors. So a lot of stuff here. It seems like a pretty big game with a lot of stuff to it, and the board seems to be double-sided. So let me see what's on the other side here. Let's pick it up and turn it around. Okay. It's very similar, to be honest. Not sure what the don't know. Closed door, rubble. Not really sure. Maybe maybe just another setup. It's a house as well. It's a little bit different. While here you have a storehouse, for example, like something outside the house, and here you don't. But the house seems a bit bigger, so might be another setup. I'm not sure. Take it with a grain of salt, but yeah, very big board, and it really represents the house well. I like it. Has a room for you to organize your plays, so thumbs up for the board. Let me close it and show you the rest, what's inside here. Okay, so we have miniatures. Okay, let me get them out and show you a few. Alright, so what do we have here? Okay, not amazing level of detail, but they're pretty decent. Okay, here another survivor, I'm guessing. So this looks more like some sort of a thug. Okay, there's this guy reading a book. Doesn't look like a librarian. Okay, clearly a thug, this guy, with a small hatchet on his hand. Okay, this one is cool as well. Has a guitar on the back. Okay, so quite a few figures here. Two other figures. I'm not sure if they're all survivors or if there's figures for people who live on the outskirts or people who visit you. Because at least in the video game, you could get visitors to the house. You had to deal with those as well. Okay. So yeah, pretty cool figures. Not amazing quality, but well appreciated. And here we have a few tokens. These are markers of some sort. Probably the most colorful thing you'll find in this game, because everything else is pretty grim. Okay, there you go. I believe they go on the bases here. They are supposed to go on the bases, and they let you have a little color assigned to a miniature. So in here, some dice. Okay. few dice here. I'm guessing this is for hand-to-hand combat. This must be for hand-to-hand with hand weapons. This is probably an arm. This is hand weapons. This is for when you're armed with a shooting rifle, a pistol, something, and just your regular D10. Okay. A few tokens. Zip bags. Quite a few tokens here. So there's these gears here. Oh, yeah, you can see it properly. Just gears inside. Some beads, colored beads, and these thingies, which I'm not sure. Let me take one out of the bag, which is very well sealed. So this might be okay. There you go. I'm not sure what these are supposed to represent, to be honest. They seem like wood, some wooden thing. That's what I'm guessing, but I'm not sure. Yeah, but they do seem to represent wood of some sort. Okay. Apart from all of that, 4 decks of cards. A lot of cards in the game. These seem to be characters. So Anton, at least, is a character in the video game, if I'm not mistaken. Let me try and get this open. Give me a second while I do it outside of camera, because I might need help to get it open. Okay, here we go. All right, cool. So yeah, this is clearly characters, and here's the figure for each of the characters. Bruno. Yeah, I recognize quite a few from the video game. Okay, these are exploration cards. Okay, exploration cards here. Let's not spoil the fun and read everything already, but yeah, there you go. Then there's these fate cards. Okay, fate cards, these ones. Raise the wounds, blah blah blah, stuff that might happen to the survivors. And then there's these blank cards. Okay, so this is this deck. So characters, yep, exploration stuff, and fate cards. Let's look at this deck right here. Let me see if I get it. Ah, there you go. So this one has rubble remnants. Okay, you can while exploring in the video game, you can pick through rubble. Sometimes you can find some stuff. Mostly rubble is just an obstacle you have to get rid of to continue exploring. So these are rubble cards. These are heap when you search the rubble, I guess. Stuff that you can pick. Okay, 1 jewelry, 2 books, lockpick, components, wood. Yeah, so this must be the wood. Yeah, definitely, it's definitely the wood. These are components, it seems, the tokens. The rest has tokens with the written word on it. Okay, so these are all stuff that you can get while exploring. Findings. This is also stuff you find, I'm guessing, in closets, pantries, refrigerators, that kind of stuff. Visitors. Okay, so these are, I'm guessing, people who can drop by your house. Yep, trader, starving neighbor. Yeah, so these are just people who might drop by, might have a chance to drop by the house. And final objective. So, help the sick and wounded, blah blah blah, food for the hungry, soldiers. Okay, so objectives for your games, for your plays. Okay, this is only half the cards so far. Now we have this one, residence. Let's see what's inside. Okay, resident cards, civilians, hobos, homeless, rebels, soldiers, survivors. Okay, a lot of stuff. Location cards. Okay. So yeah, these are the locations I was talking about, the stuff that you might visit that exists in the surroundings of the house you are taking shelter in. It has some text here to describe the location a little bit. Sorry about the zoom, it's going a little bit crazy. There you go. Okay, so yeah, pretty standard stuff. Supermarket. If you play the video game, yeah, this is one of those locations you'll remember. Yeah, I still remember quite well. Events. So events that you might end up with. So chapter 1, chapter 3, ceasefire, contagious, crime on the rise. Okay, so a few events that you might come across. Rat infestation, was that it? Yeah. Okay, cool. That was not in the video game, or at least I never encountered it, but it seems like a cool idea. Alright, only one deck missing. Night raids. Okay, so while you are taking shelter, during the game you are trying to survive. At night, and this is what happens in the video game, you go out and you can visit the surrounding areas. While you do this, your house might get raided. So while you are going outside and exploring other places, those people are also exploring other places, the people who live nearby, and they might come by your house and try to raid it, steal your stuff and do bad things. So yeah, these are things that might happen. So hobos, looters might visit you, raging gang. It's always bad stuff, pretty much. There's never a good night raid. These are stuff you can do. Build a workshop, simple heater, a rainwater collector, a radio, moonshine still. So all stuff you can build in the house, and then you can start producing things here to sell, to use, etc. Cards for narrative actions. Let's just take a look at one. Okay, there you go. These are all, yeah, pretty much the same. And finally, colors. So, not sure what these are. Colors deck. Shuffle this into the colors deck. I have no idea what these are supposed to do. But yeah, there you have it. There's quite a few things. Honestly, it looked worse while checking out the back of the box. It seemed like it had 1 trillion tokens. Thankfully, it doesn't. It seems very upkeepable, so that's a good thing. I am very eager to try it out, play the game. It will certainly get featured in the channel. It's just one of those games that you will definitely get a lot of content for. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing. Hope it was informative. And yeah, try it out on the video game if you haven't. I highly recommend it. And let's see if after a playthrough of this, I will recommend it as well as a board game. So until the next one, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you. Bye bye.